Welcome back, everybody. Yes, we are on location. And the reason we're here is that I keep talking about West Mountain, what's going on, and we thought there was no better way to prove what I was saying than to come over. So with me is Spencer Montgomery. He's the owner over here at West Mountain. Hello, Spence.
How are you, Jesse?
I'm good, fine, thank you. The first thing that strikes me immediately when I come here are the changes. How long have you owned the mountain?
Well, we took the mountain over. This is our third operating season. We came in about halfway, for all intents and purposes, of the first season. I would call this our second legitimate season of operating the ski center.
Like I said up front, the changes are very noticeable. Big investments here, right? You put a new lift in, we've got new snow guns, you've done a lot of different changes to make this mountain more challenging in a way and more fun in a way, right?
Yes, yeah, we have. We've put a lot of money into enhancing not only the experience when people come from the inside facilities, but then outside. We really wanted it to have a resort feel to it. It's got plenty of vertical, it's got plenty of acreage. A lot of that hadn't been opened in the past, and we wanted a signature money trail that went down the center of the mountain, which is where we ran the new chairlift and put in a new trail called the Narwhal.
Yeah, you notice immediately looking up there, I notice about a lot of the space has been cleared out and whatever, but and you can't see it, but they're actually grooming the trail at the top of the mountain right now. That vertical drop is not the one I remember. That's somebody's working up there.
Yes, yeah, we did a lot of excavation just to get it skiable. We had to clear initially. It was sort of a work in progress. We decided to put the new chairlift in and position it in the middle of the courtyard, where it's obviously easier to get on. The old riblet chairlift that was put in, used in '63, was across the courtyard because that's where the lodge used to be.
Right, sure. And not to mention that the new lift is a lot more comfortable than that lift that you just described. Some changes also for things like the younger kids in the family. The tubing trails here look like you've done some work on those as well.
Yeah, we've added the number of lanes, increased the number of lanes, and we've spent a lot of time basically investing into snowmaking, not just in the skiing, but also on the tubing side, so we could have larger berms and more of a uniform tubing hill.
You know, we can't do an interview without also talking about the changes inside to the restaurant. I immediately noticed when I walked in just how nice and welcoming the whole thing was. From the desk there, they've simplified the ticketing operation. You've just done some really amazing things here. Any changes in the restaurant at all that you want to mention?
Well, we remodeled all the bathrooms downstairs, really upgraded those. We brought in Mickey Hopkins, who runs George's restaurant in the summer up at Lake George. Sure. So we've really, really we started with customer service first. That was the first thing we went after. Then we went after skiing, basically snow quality, and then food to copy Deer Valley's model.
Gotcha. You know, we've been watching, it's a weekday here, of course, but they got some of the high school ski teams here, a bunch of kids over on the tubing trail. Just a wonderful place to take the family. And one thing that I always like to remind our viewers of, nighttime skiing. You get off work, you know, even Saratoga, you're less than a half hour away, get off exit 18, shoot over to West Mountain, right?
Yep.
That was pretty clever, don't you think?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Well, Spence, I wish you the best, and we'll be over here a lot just to check in and see how things are going in anticipation that we'll be skiing way into the spring, right?
Yes, yeah. Hopefully we'll have a good long season, and we've really revamped it, tried to make it a family-friendly mountain and just make it a good time. We've really, there's the tangibles, the chairlift, the snowmaking, but outside of that, we've tried to change the vibe. You know, we play music, we've got a big fire pit going, play classic rock, and everybody's outside, and we've been told by a lot of people, you walk through the bars, a lot of local faces, a lot of flow coming up from Saratoga, Clifton Park area, Capital District, and then also Warren County.
Good, that's great. Spence, good luck. We'll see you next time around.
All right, thank you very much.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.